Welcome to how to get started with Adobe Premiere Pro. In this video, I'll walk you through the basics, importing your footage, creating your first sequence, and exporting it for YouTube. Whether you are a beginner or just looking for a refresher, this guide will help you take your editing skills to the next level. Let's dive in. Whether you're on PC or Mac, when you open Premiere Pro, you're going to get to this screen right here. This screen has a lot of different information. Has your recent projects where you can quickly get back to a project you've already been working on. You have a Learn tab, which gives you a lot of useful information, different tutorials, all kind of stuff that Adobe has to offer. Great information here. I recommend going back and taking some time looking through some of these things, but we're not going to do that for this video, so we're just going to move on along. We're going to do create a new project. So what you're going to do here, once you get it up there, you're going to have to name it. We're going to name our project How to Getting Started with Adobe Premiere Pro. You choose your location. There we go. Template. Sometimes you can download templates from online. You create your own templates. It's really up to you. I don't use templates. I start from scratch. I also do skip import mode. So we skip the next little screen and go straight into our workspace. So what you want to do here first is anytime you open this, you want to check your workspace you're on. This is the workspace tab up here. You have different workspaces for different things that you might use throughout your stuff. There's a starter mode, essentials, vertical, learning. Learning tab has all kinds of stuff for tutorials and helps you out with making stuff, but we're going to skip on to and go into the editing mode. This is your timeline. This is where you're going to drop your timeline. This is your program. So this shows your actual where you play your sequence and see how it's all working out. This is your preview area, your source stuff where after you import media, you can look at it, you can clip it here before you drag it down to the timeline. Previews, different stuff. Your effects panel will be used up here. Lumetri scopes, audio mixers, all that will go into this little panel right here. This is kind of like just a kind of all-to panel. So what we're going to do now is we're going to drag and drop some media in here. I like to drag and drop from a different folder, and instead of doing the import mode, you can use the import mode. I don't particularly do that. I'm gonna go ahead and drag some media, some music into as well, because we'll need that by the end of the clip. All right, so we're going to create a sequence by dragging some media over here to our timeline. Like I said, this is your preview panel. You can bring up, you can play some of your video, you can scrub it, see what you want to. You have different options here for mark in, mark out, and that allows you, that's also some stuff we'll do for a later video. We're not going to really get too much into it today. You have a way to insert, overwrite, export frame, toggle. Up here you have the ability to drag if you click this, you drag a video only if it has audio with it. You can also take audio and drag audio only from the video without having to drag both at the same time. Again, stuff for later video. So what we're going to do, we're going to go through here. We're going to find our sequence starter. I like this. We're going to bring it over here. All right. Now, once you bring your media into the timeline, Premiere Pro automatically matches the sequence settings to your clip's resolution and frame rate. You can change that and change your settings. We're not gonna, again, later video, more advanced video. This is a basic video of how to get started. So I'm just going to bring in a couple of clips here and put them in place. We have different tools over here to the right. So this is your selection tool. This is used for exactly how we have it set up right now. Track selection forward tool. We're not going to get into too many of these tools. One of the tools I will talk about is the razor tool. So the razor tool is if we want to trim a clip. So we want to come in here. We'll pick this clip right here. If we want to separate this clip, we pick a place on the timeline. Now we have this clip, but we can do different things with it. So we can come in here and we can separate those clips. So now, even though that's one clip, there's two clips. So we can do different things. We can take it out. We can delete that clip. We don't need that portion of that clip. So we're going to take it out, and it's gone. So the razor tool is used for cutting, clipping exact locations where you want it. To enhance your video, try adding transitions or effects. For example, to create a smooth transition, you can drag the dissolve effect. So let me bring you over here to the effects tab. So you have a lot of effects here that come standard with Adobe Premiere Pro, but we're not going to focus on those effects today. We're going to move straight into video transitions, and you have different options here. And we're going to focus on the cross dissolve, which is one I use most often. But you got to really pick and choose when and how you use transitions, because they can end up making your video look very goofy if you're not careful. So I suggest really learn when and where and how to use transitions properly. All right, so we've added some video transitions. This is a cross dissolve to our video sequence here. We're going to play that real quick just so you can see how it works. There was a transition in, transition out, and into the next video. And we have another transition right there. See how that transition works? And then we have a fade out right here to black. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and add some. We're gonna go back to our project. We're gonna take our music and we're gonna bring it in. All right, we're gonna clip it down shorter because we don't need all that. So now we have some video. So we got some sound with our video. So see how that kind of can overpower the video a little bit. So what I want to do is I want to adjust the audio. So what I'm going to come up here and do is we're going to play it, and I'm going to show you. We come right over here, and you grab this little dial right here, and you can bring it down, and you can change the decibel levels. I kind of like that right there. We're at a little bit, let's see. Yeah, we're at negative 7.6 decibels. That seems perfect to me. What we're going to do now is we are going to export our media to YouTube. Now, Premiere Pro has different settings for you to do. So we're going to just go ahead and skip down to YouTube. We're going to turn it on, and we're going to name the file. So here's all your settings. We're not going to go too far into that. H.264 format is normally what I use. High quality 1080p. You have a lot of different settings in here. We're going to stick with 1080p for now. The channel, you're going to put a title. How to get started with Adobe Premiere Pro. All right, you can put your description in here. We're gonna kind of skip that now. You can change your privacy settings to public. You can add any tags that you want to do, anything that you're gonna need for that. Custom thumbnail, frame from source video, use current frame. We'll do that. Here's all your output settings. H.264, 1920 by 1080, 25 frames per second. At this point in time, you just hit export if all your settings are how you want it. And now it's going to go into encoding the video. And once it's done encoding the video and prepare, it's going to save a copy to your computer if you chose that setting. If not, you can actually have it delete the settings after it uploads. I always save just in case I need to re-upload it without going through this whole process again. Now it's uploaded the file, and you get this little notification. Video was exported, which means it was saved in the folder that you said, and uploaded to YouTube. Congratulations, you have just learned the basics of Adobe Premiere Pro. With practice, you'll be creating amazing videos in no time. Thanks for watching, and do not forget to subscribe for more tips.